And it relates a lot to what I do with Ayelli when it comes to women empowerment and independence and that social and financial power we should all have.
Hey tribe, Stephanie Dixon here for Green is the New Black TV, your guide to conscious living in Asia. Today we are shooting in Singapore with the beautiful Habiba Raffa, founder of Ayelli. Habiba, so great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for having us.
Of course, anytime.
Tell us about your journey and how you got started doing an eco-chic beauty line.
When I was a little girl, I wanted to be a doctor, a lawyer, and an actress, all at the same time. Don't ask me how. And people would smile and probably think, oh, she will grow out of it, you know? And I never really actually did. I realized that I didn't really have the right vocabulary to express what I really wanted to do. I was 5, 6 years old. I didn't know what entrepreneur was. And later on in life, I realized what really attracted me about being a doctor is the health aspect, is helping others. What I really loved about being a lawyer is fighting for what's right. It's the activist in me. And what I really loved about being an actress is simply, the glamour and the beauty. So Ayelli embodies my doctor inspirations through the health aspect and through all the powerful natural ingredients we use. It embodies the green warrior, the activist, the lawyer in me through the practice of sustainable methods we use that have large social and environmental impact. And it does embodies the acting beauty through the aesthetic results at the end of the day. So this is actually how it started way before I realized I was starting a brand until now.
I love it so much. I think that's so amazing that you actually were able to connect the dots as well and to actually realize that those 3 things, those 3 career paths you've actually achieved it. And I think that's a really beautiful thing.
Thank you.
I'd love to also understand a little bit more about your background specifically in skincare and beauty.
2 sides. One side is very cute. It was with my mom. My mom is a big natural beauty guru, and she's the type of woman who would eat a banana and use the skin for a mask. And I was little and I didn't understand. She would explain to me how it's natural Botox and it's good for this and good for that. The second part, a little bit more serious and corporate, is I worked for many different brands before I started my own, mainly in the business side, the research and development and marketing. And I am a trained skin and hair care formulator. My niche is in the organic.
So I'd love to know, what are some of the real scary stats around skincare, or maybe some of the misconceptions that you'd love to bust?
Oh my God, we need to write an article about it. The first one that comes to my mind right now is that the word natural actually doesn't mean anything in skincare and hair care.
Really?
Yes, it's used left and right for marketing promotional purposes because it makes consumers safe. Because natural could be naturally derived from a synthetic ingredient or naturally from nature without preservation. What does it mean exactly? When you read the word natural, don't think, oh my God, that's it, I found something that is super healthy and it's going to work. Turn that bottle and read the ingredients. The second kind of misconception or myth is that organic products are expensive. This one drives me crazy. What is expensive? Is it $10? Is it $200? Is it $300? They should not be expensive if you look at the results and if you look at how long you'll be using them. Take the example of one of my products, the pure organic argan oil. A bottle will last you a long, long time. For some people, the price point is higher, at least higher than over-the-shelf commercial products in a drugstore. But if you look at how little you use and how powerful it is and how long it will last, then it's really not expensive. In terms of organic ingredients also, one thing that is important when you're reading labels, when it says in the bottle that the product has an organic ingredient, it does not mean by any means that the product is organic. Organic ingredients, fine, that's part of the formulation, but where is it at 1%? Is it at 2%? Is it at 90%? There is a certain percentage of organic ingredient that a product needs to reach to be organic, and then there is a longer procedure to be certified organic. So it just comes down actually to bust these myths and misconceptions, to having a minimum of organic skincare and hair care knowledge, be it knowing how to read ingredients, be it how to spot greenwashing, and that's it. And you're good to go for your shopping spree.
So I heard that you were writing a book, and it's going to be coming out soon, which is so exciting. So tell us a little bit about what the book's about and what we can expect.
The book is pretty much about father and daughters. It's about how to raise successful, healthy, independent daughters, even if you don't fit the mold of a classic father. It's written from a daughter perspective, so I'm not a psychologist and I'm definitely not a father. It was inspired by my very special relationship with my dad. He passed away now. I spent a long time wondering how come I got a certain set of character traits while he didn't really have them. And for the longest time I told myself, oh, maybe I got them from my mom, but my mom doesn't really have them. And then I realized it's because I was focusing too much of the things he didn't do as the classic father, and I forgot all the amazing things he did and he didn't take credit for. And I'm like, oh my God, must be so many other fathers who do the same things that they don't get credit for it. They're supposed to do more and more of these practices with their daughters, and it goes beyond wearing a tutu and taking her to her ballet classes, and it's not about nail polish or about reading bedtime stories. It's about the relationship you have and all the very random things you say, ranging from affirmations to complimenting her to building her up, so when you're not around she's enough. And it relates a lot to what I do with Ayelli when it comes to women empowerment and independence and that social and financial power we should all have.
I think it sounds amazing. I can't wait to read it, and I think it's such a beautiful take on the father-daughter relationship. And I think, I'm sure through that journey you would have connected with your dad on a whole nother level before. What would Mother Nature say if she could speak right now?
Come to your mama. I will nurture you, heal you, protect you, and teach you many things. So I think if these are not enough reasons for us to protect nature, then I don't know what else to say.
I love it. So at Green is New Black, we're all about taking little green steps. So for our audience watching, what are some little green steps that they can take to be more conscious with their beauty regime?
Keep it simple. No need for like 3 hours beauty ritual, 1 million product that just empty your bank account and don't do anything for you. Keep it simple. If you're really not into the organic beauty regime, start with one. Pick one, just one, whatever you like, and then build up your little beauty cabinet from there. But really, 2-3 products is more than enough. They don't overwhelm the skin. Hopefully they're versatile enough so you can use them for different skin and hair care concerns, for different weathers, easy to travel with. Keep it simple is my first number one advice. The second one is educate yourself. Read articles on the blogs, Green is the New Black blogs. You don't need a degree in chemistry or biology to understand all that, jargon. As long as you learn few things about how to read ingredients label, the main ingredient you should avoid, you should be ready to go at the beginning, and then that knowledge builds up little by little.
So keep it simple and educate yourself.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much,
You're
Habiba,
welcome.
for joining us, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, scoot over to our YouTube page and subscribe. And I hope you learned something today so that you can live more consciously tomorrow.